Okay, today is May 8, 2017, regular council meeting for the Village of Stryker at 6 p.m. Tonight we have Mr. Matt Dodd, Youth Minister at the First Baptist Church in Stryker, and the Police Chaplain with opening prayer. Mr. Dodd?
Let's pray. God, we pause and acknowledge that you are God over all things. You are God over our lives. There is no one higher than you. And we thank you that you are good and that you can be trusted. And we thank you that you are all powerful. And there is nothing too hard for you to do. And as we begin this meeting, we acknowledge you that we need your wisdom. We need our very existence that comes from you. And so we ask that you would guide the time, that each person here today would seek you for wisdom. Pray for these men and women. I thank you for them. Thank you for their service to this community. And as they meet, we pray that you would give them oneness of mind and heart, help them to articulate the things that they need to, and be clear and decisive. We thank you for our community, for blessing us, and we pray that you would that this place would be a place where people and families can thrive and succeed. We thank you for the freedoms that we do have. We commit our time to you. We commit this meeting to you and each person here, and we thank you for Jesus, and it's in his name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Tonight leading us in pledge is Mr. Ben Satoris, a Stryker police officer, as well as an active National Guard member. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. Thank you both. Roll call, please.
Armstrong.
Yes.
Overland. Blevins.
Yes.
Sperling. Frisbee.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Bob will not be here at all. Brooke will be coming in late. Previous minutes. Is there a motion for the previous minutes dated 4/10/17?
Make a motion to accept the minutes from the regular last meeting, regular 4/10/17.
I'll second that. Roll call?
Blevins.
Yes.
Frisbee.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Armstrong.
Yes.
Hey, Tosh.
That puts us to the finance reports. Dated 5/5/2017.
Make a motion to accept the finance report as of 5/5/2017.
I'll second that. Do you have any input you want on that before we go?
Just a quick summary. Since last council meeting, we brought in $115,404, and we spent $76,538. So we had a net gain of $38,866. So good month. Just give you some.
Okay, roll call.
Frisbee.
Yes.
Tompkins.
Yes.
Armstrong.
Yes.
Overland. Oh, let me see something. I'm sorry. Blevins,
You got one
sorry.
more to go.
Yes.
All right, sorry.
Okay, next is going to be communications. This is where I'll turn it over to Chief Slosher to recognize get you front and center.
Oh, thanks. All right, well, folks, as everybody knows, J.R. Treese has gone to Montpelier PD already. He's already started up there, last week? But this comes, it's kind of bittersweet. This wasn't a surprise, to anybody. We had a lot of, in-depth conversations, and he had concerns on, whether he would be, considered loyal or not by staying with us. And but at the end of the day, you can only make so many career choices, and good career choices, and this was one of them. It truly is. JR is going to have he's going to, my feeling, he's probably going to have a little bit of an awakening up in Montpelier. They tend to get into this stuff a little bit more than we do, and but there couldn't, Montpelier couldn't be adding a finer officer than they are right now. He and I have been through a lot together. I guess we met back in 98, somewhere around there. And he was fresh off of active duty in the Marine Corps, and I pretty much talked him into joining the reserves with me. And he was in my platoon for a while, and 2 combat deployments together. I couldn't ask for a better Marine and a better officer to work with. It's going to be greatly missed, but with that comes a lot of opportunity for other officers, to step up and to fill that gap, and we're going to do that tonight. But in the meantime, JR, come on up. I got a certificate of commendation that I'm going to read. Okay, go ahead and come to a position of attention. All right. Stryker Police Department awards the certificate of commendation to Hayworth A. Treese for outstanding service from November 14, 2005 to April 29, 2017. The Village of Stryker Police Department gratefully acknowledges you for your warrior spirit, sacrifice, and loyalty during your career as a police officer with this department. Your leadership, hard work, and commitment are a true testament to the exceptional service that you have provided to fellow officers and the citizens of the Village of Stryker. It is this professionalism and devotion to duty that has made a profound impact on our community and the officers under your command. Hayworth Treese is an excellent role model for all officers and can be exemplified as an outstanding leader within the law enforcement community. We applaud you for your dedication to our department and wish you continued success through the upcoming years. Awarded under my hand at the Village of Stryker Police Department this 8th day of May in the year of our Lord, 2017. All right, just like that I was saying, pretty much the passing of the torch with this. Oh, JR, you're staying back up here.
You're not doing it.
Yeah,
Exercise.
The passing of the torch is taking place right now. So, Jordan, come on up here. Jordan has been groomed for this position for quite some time. He's absolutely ready for this new position as the lieutenant. Where I'm extremely proud of what he's done, and not only that, what he's going to do in this position. So why don't you go ahead and come to the position of attention. To all who shall see these presents greeting, know ye that reposing special trust and confidence in the fidelity and abilities of Jordan C. Williams, I do appoint this officer a lieutenant in the Stryker Police Department, to rank as such from the 8th day of May, 2017. This officer will therefore carefully and diligently discharge the duties of the grade to which appointed by doing and performing all manner of things thereunto pertaining. And I do strictly charge and require that all personnel of lesser grade to render obedience to appropriate orders. And this appointee is to observe and follow such orders and directions as may be given from time to time by superiors acting according to the laws of the state of Ohio and the Ohio Revised Code.
given under my hand at the Stryker Police Department this 8th day of May in the year of our Lord, 2017.
Okay, thanks. Congratulations, yes, thank you.
All right, and we went kind of out of order, and I apologize. Ben Sidoris was supposed to be after JR. For those of you who have not met Ben, come on up here, Ben.
Sir?
You're not getting 10. Ben is our newest full-time officer. Ben is a Montpelier high school graduate. Currently lives in the Toledo area, but it's a little bit of a commute for Ben. But he's been with us for almost 6 months.
September.
Yeah, September. Great young man. I look for a lot of good things out of Ben. He's already proven that he can do the job in a full-time status. But with his age comes a little bit of inexperience, but that's where, we're going, Jordan and I are going to do everything that we can to get Ben there. But he's doing a fantastic job so far. And, it's always again, we'll just say that, this village and this police department is a stepping stone for bigger and better things. So, if we prepare Ben for a better full-time position elsewhere, we've accomplished our mission. But until that time comes, you're ours, and we're going to we're going to get everything we can out of you. So, all right. And we're just going to do a quick swearing.
We'll do the swearing in again, that way we have it. Go ahead and raise your right hand. I do solemnly swear or affirm
I do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution and laws
I will support the Constitution and laws
of the United States of America,
of the United States of America,
the Constitution and laws of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution and
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the State of Ohio,
of the State of Ohio,
and the laws and ordinances
and the laws and ordinances
of the political subdivision
of the political subdivision
to which I am appointed,
to which I am appointed,
and to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability,
will discharge the duties of this office.
will discharge the duties of this office.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I would have just read the whole thing to you if you would have done a name.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
You would have had it. Welcome. Welcome. To the family, it's pretty exciting to see your son, your brother. Pretty exciting stuff there. So we look forward to having him. Been a true joy so far. Really need to see that promotion and the support of the family as well. Really appreciate that. The next item under communications, we have a letter from Ohio Gas that was sent to us. I will have it here for you, but I'll read the first line of this and then let you go from there. It's an important notice to public officials. This letter is to provide notice that Ohio Gas Company intends to file an application with the Public Utilities Commission of Ohio to increase its rates for its entire service area. Okay? So I guess you guys have one in your packet, but we were sent this from the Ohio Gas Company. I wanted to share that as well. That leads us into the citizens. Village Solicitor, did you have anything for us? Okay. That leads us into Mr. Terry Wheeland, if you would. Terry.
All right. I'm just glad I don't have to follow Katie. She didn't have anything to say there. To begin with, I think in your packet, am I right, Beth?
We got it.
You got the wish list and that sort of thing. What that is from the Stryker Area Heritage Council. And let me say it's good to be back over and see all you guys and gals. And seems like good job's being done from what I've read in the papers. The village council's portion that we feel, and that's subject to change, of course, is listed at the very top there. Changing the bulbs, bricks repaired, painting the overhang and that sort of stuff, which I know Alan saw it and what have you. I don't know what happened last year, and I take part of that blame. I should have got down there myself, see what was not going on, because apparently it wasn't going on. But there's paint all over the place, and we'd really like to get that fixed up and get that better and not have those guys back, probably. I'll spend more time over here, one or the other, but that was quite a mess. Thank goodness it did not get on some of the historical stuff, because that would have really upset me more than it did anyway. But these other items, I just kind of want, each year we bring this and give it to you, and we listed these things. Some of those maybe you all could help with, or you know somebody that could help us with, that's fine. Heritage Council will take care of them, but those top few probably are going to have to be yours. Along with that, Bob, I wish he were here, he had asked about the lighting, if we could do something different there. And I did run copies of these. I think I got enough. It's a little higher than I thought, and this is only one quote, so obviously we can get more quotes if you guys want us to pursue this. What the question was is if we could get it back to more of the historical, what was there in the beginning, so to speak. And you guys are welcome to just look it over and get back to us. We'd appreciate you getting back to us, of course, but you'll see that you're looking at from $9,500 to $13,500, depending on the type of light that we would put in. I believe, and even though I'm older than dirt, I don't remember it being back, but I believe this fluted thing is what may have been in there originally, which of course is the highest price, but it just runs in my mind that might have been what we had seen pictures. But unfortunately, as the changes that building made over the years from a store and various things, that we don't even have pictures of that inside anymore. So the gas vapor light, the very first one there, looks like a gas vapor light, is nice. That's the cheapest. And then you go up to the others. And they may have added these on the, I don't know what page it is, but the second quote, W514, that was more of just a globe sort of thing. I'm not sure which one of those two. That's the ones that Willis's came up with, and I say that's only one quote.
I know I was there at your last meeting.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned this to you, about if we go with the lighting, we'll have to see if that lighting's gonna hurt anything that's in the building.
Correct.
Hanging or whatever.
Correct.
You gotta have the right type of lighting so it doesn't damage any
Right.
material.
We have to look into the museum bulbs and the circle, yes, we'd have to do that.
So it might be a little higher, who knows?
Well, it could be. And, you know, what I had thought of is if we could get a grant, if you guys could get a grant, or maybe there's something out there that we can do that is not a big burden to either organization. I don't know that without further investigation, but likewise, it goes along what you're saying there with some of the windows, we still need to put shade on that so that it's not damaging the artifacts. So I just wanted to bring these over and tell you our feeling. The rest of the story is we're very happy there. It's been great. Hope we're doing okay by you all, and if not, let the trustees know. Don't let me know. I'm the president. I want to. But no, let us know, and we'll certainly see what we can do to correct that. But we're looking forward to more time there and to going ahead and continue to make it more historic. So appreciate if you could get back to us on that. I know it's a lot of threats right now.
With that, Terry, I know there's been people that have showed interest in going and looking at some of those items.
Yes.
While we have you on video,
Yes.
do you want to discuss that as well?
Sure. We have, for example, the, I don't know the year of the class, 67 and 92. That would be this year's 25. Okay. They both have Facebooked or private messaged me to know if they could have that open for the alumni that time, like 2:30, I think it is, after relook. But at any rate, if we know, if they contact one of the trustees, Pat is a trustee, Denise Blevins is a trustee now, I'm a trustee, Sue Roofer, Sue Buer, any of the trustees can get somebody in there. We will see that they can go through. We don't have it open daily or anything yet, but we'll set up appointments to take people in anytime. We'd love to do that. And it's free at this point. It's free. Will it someday be different? I don't know. If we grow it enough, probably. But it'd still be very minimal. So, yeah. Does that answer?
Yeah, I just want to put out there
Yeah.
that someone could get in. if they
Yep.
needed to.
They can get in as long as somebody knows, so we can get them in.
Okay. All right, appreciate it.
All right. Oh, that does bring up something though. The town was going to, at one time, get more keys for that building.
Okay.
Do you know if that ever took place?
Yes, we have some going.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to pick up a couple sometimes.
Okay, we can get with
Okay.
these guys.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, appreciate it. That leads us to Mrs. Patsy Mueller.
I don't have anything new to add.
Okay,
Action is going on
okay,
at 2 different places here in town, so we're excited about that.
right.
And I know Beth and Alan have been meeting with them out at Schulman's, working on things there.
So Schulman's is moving along nicely there. And then the Dollar General, we can all see that. I think they've been delayed for a few days with the tropical monsoon, it seems like we've had. So that stuff is moving forward. Next one goes to committee reports. The Finance Committee minutes dated 4/27/17. Would one of the members, since Bob's not here, want to take it over from there?
Well,
Thanks, Mr.
yeah,
Frisbee.
sure. We want to accept these for,
If you want to go through and just do a quick overview of it.
okay. I guess we met, I'll just read it off here. We met on 27th. Deputy Clerk Emily Clemens went over income tax collections. She'd like permission to try an outside source, attorney who specializes in the collections. She presented the committee with proposed contract. Committee consensus to move forward, recommend the council approve the contract. Try for at least 1 year. Committee discussed revised payroll ordinance, no changes. Noting changes to the overtime, paying police 1.5 in overtime rate instead of 0.5. This will make them the same as other hourly employees in the village. Also, Chief Slosher noted that he needs more part-time officers, that there's a shortage right now that will result in some overtime for the full-time officers. He's staying away from call time, keeping 24-hour coverage as we all wanted. And hopes to have 9 to 10 part-time officers in the future who are willing to work 1 to 2 days a week. Committee then discussed Christmas decorations, suggested that the budget is set at $5,000 this year. Have to revise the current appropriations later this year to reflect that amount. There was no further business after that, and the meeting was adjourned.
For the three, well, two of them were here. For the other three, that collection, tax collection, so that's just another step. We went through, I think it was last month before, we tried to free up our solicitor's plate a little bit with the tax collection. There's limited resources on what we can do with some of these. This is kind of one of those, we're not out anything. If we can get some, we can get some. If we can't, but we're definitely seeking that. So that was that one. The other thing, and I'm going to go down these just real briefly. The payroll ordinance, that was one where the police officers, even if they had to come in on after the 40 hours, they were only getting paid half of their wage. That's one that we needed to fix. It was one that Chief Slosher brought to us, and we need to get that because with the shortage, it's starting to come into play. Before it really didn't, because we never came across that. However, we need to do it right there. And as you can see, we had some changes right there at the beginning. There's some police officers, bigger, better. Couldn't have said any better than what Steve did. But we are on a shortage. Are we lacking coverage? No, we're not right now. However, we got some guys that are doing some pretty exceptional things right now by stepping up and filling some of those voids. We just can't do it forever. It's one of those, we need to get some people in. We want to make sure we get the right people in and fully trust Chief Slosher to do that. Christmas decorations as well. Do the three that weren't here have any questions on any of that stuff for the actual committee? Okay, that's going to put us into the old business. And that is the Rotary update.
I just put that on there to let you know that from what I've heard from the Rotary members, they're real excited that we are, members now, and that they like the fact that council and it's been another officials have been filling in, going to the meetings.
We do,
Well,
and we missed somebody last week. I don't know who, but somebody.
Last week?
It was gonna be the police officer,
Oh.
and he actually got tied up here.
That's fine, that's understandable.
That's why.
And if they put
But I will be
stopping
there-
somebody
I'll
out
be
here
there
above
tomorrow.
Rotary, I guess that's okay. No, that's fine. No, it's been great. And as a matter of fact, it's brought a couple of other people in because they saw some activity there. So I think it's good.
Do we have a schedule for that?
Well,
We got something.
it's nice that you would ask.
Since you're gone, you're on.
I'm on to June.
Oh,
After baseball, I'm good to go.
who's the 23rd and 30th?
Yeah.
Well, the 23rd, Lana.
Actually, Layla, if I can schedule on different, because every other I get my grandkids. That's
Oh,
like-
okay.
That's the week that I get them.
I can cover the 23rd
I
unless
could do
somebody
the
else
30th.
wants it.
Who's coming this week?
Beth.
Beth?
I am.
Or if you don't have anyone, I'd be glad to do it. All right.
Actually, you want the 16th?
16. Yeah, I can do the 16.
I'll take 23rd.
Okay, that was easy switch. All right. Emily's got the 30th.
And I'll get on there sometime in June. Once
Let me
baseball-
know.
once
I
baseball's
will
over, I'll
email
let
you
know.
guys.
All right.
You know, You
Can't afford
say
this.
June.
Oh, yeah.
You can't afford this thing. We'll hunt you down.
Oh, believe me.
Well, it's not the us, it's just the you.
Right.
Yeah, I'll hunt you down.
Okay, so that's been going well. Anything else with the Rotary update?
No,
Okay.
I'll say anybody wants my donuts.
Okay. The legislative on ordinance 2017 tax 02, it's just a revision to the payroll ordinance looking to suspend or declare emergency by just suspending the rules.
I move that we suspend the rules for ordinance 2017-02.
Second.
Roll call?
Tompkins,
Yes.
Armstrong, Oberlin,
Yes.
Levin,
Yes.
Frisbee.
Yes.
Okay, now we need to make a motion to pass ordinance 2017 tax 02.
I'll make a motion to pass ordinance 2017-02.
I'll second it.
Roll call?
Armstrong, Oberlin,
Yes.
Levin,
Yes.
Frisbee,
Yes.
Tompkins.
Yes.
That goes into the attorney collection agreement, which the finance committee talked about, that I briefly touched on it. What did we need on this one? Just, because this is
I
one
really
that
just
can-
want a consensus. Alan really has the power to sign it, but, you know, I guess, yeah, I don't know, I mean, if you, would you wanna do a motion, that would be fine.
You want to go through,
Yeah.
do a motion for Alan to go through in the best interest of the village in this case, and not have either sign of the plan.
Just, oh,
Someone want to do a motion?
I make a motion that we accept Alan to okay the attorney agreement.
Based on his recommendations?
Yeah. Whatever you got.
Okay.
Oberlin,
Yes.
Levin,
Yes.
Frisbee,
Yes.
Tompkins,
Yes.
Armstrong.
Yes. Administrator report.
This is the week, May 13th, for the big trash pickup for Saturday morning early. They recommend you get it out Friday night. In 2 weeks, we will be flushing fire hydrants, May 22nd to the 25th. So if you have red water, just kind of avoid doing laundry that time of day. The eave spout at the depot on the west end was damaged when the tree come down through that storm. The tree's all cleaned up and gone by village crew. As far as the eave spout replacement, we had to order, so it will get replaced. It's just a matter of ordering the right color. So, and we also want to thank Rick Whittick. Donated his time and his stump grinder to remove the stump that the tree was there. So, thank Rick.
Nice break.
Yes, and that's all I have.
Okay. Thank you. Any questions for the administrator? Okay, Chief Slusher.
Well, folks, just when we thought it couldn't get any worse. Randy Buer put in his letter of resignation today. He is going to be taking a part-time position at Montpelier PD. I'm going to have a talk with Chief UB.
Yeah.
To see what's going on with them. But, you know, again, this, the writing was on the wall as far as Randy goes. I mean, he's been up there for, I would probably say well over a year.
on their reserves. He and Devin Harder are very good friends, and Devin is now a full-time officer in Montpelier. He took that position, probably about a month ago, and so Devin has been recruiting my department pretty hard. I mean, he got JR, now we got Randy. You know, how does that affect us? I mean, Randy was putting every other Sunday afternoon in for us. You know, even if he only did one shift a month, it still hits us below the belt, you know, as far as that goes. And it's going to be tough sledding from here. You know, I do have 2 commitments out of the academy that are going to be coming on board, but there again, you know, they wouldn't be ready until at the very earliest August. So, you know, I honestly don't know how we're going to do it. We got with Ben. With his military commitment, he is going to be going on annual training for his 2 weeks, coming up the first 2 weeks of June. I was scheduled to go to the OTOA conference the first week of June. That pretty much leaves Jordan here. So I missed last year because of scheduling. You know, we've already, you know, made all the payments and everything. I haven't decided on what I'm going to do, you know, for the conference yet. That's pretty much my training for the year. I want to be able to push down all the money that we have, you know, to the other officers and allow them to go to good training. Like I said, this was pretty much the only training that I do for the entire year. I mean, other than, you know, computer stuff and so on. But so I really don't know, you know, how I'm kind of in a quandary over this and really don't know what to do about it. So just letting you know what's going on. And again, you know, I don't want to overtack, you know, Jordan and Ben. You know, right now we're pretty much working at least 6 days a week. We're coming up in this schedule for May. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to tell an officer, you know, he's got to work 7 days a week. That gets old pretty fast. So I'm open to suggestions. I think we're going to have another sit down, and, you know, as far as everybody goes, I mean, I'm willing to sit down with everybody and see, you know, exactly what we can or should be doing. Because I tell you, I mean, we're good for May, but, you know, June, July, busiest part of the year, it's going to be rough for us.
How many part-timers do you have on the roster now?
You know, we always have Mendez.
Sure.
Shire, you know, he's James is a great officer. He's already said, you know, he's overtasked at this point at Aramark. You know, he's the regional manager now at GM, and you know, he wants some time off just like everybody else does, and that was one of the reasons why Randy quit, was because he felt as if, you know, every other Sunday was a little bit too much. And then, I don't know what he's expecting out of Montpelier, but you know, so I don't know. We're always working on Rob.
I'm just right here.
You know, other than that, I mean,
That's about it. And,
honestly, we just don't have a whole lot. You know, I'm still trying to work on Tyler Borden out of West Unity, and I just don't know what we can do. So,
So we're gonna have to get creative here in the next short while.
I mean, is there some that says that you can't be part-time at multiple police departments?
No, not at all.
So is there any way that we can contact the other police departments to see?
Well, everybody's in the same position, Brooke. I mean, Pioneer has been looking for a long time. They've got a young officer up there that's, getting close to full-time hours. They're in the same boat as we are, quite frankly. It's just, being a part-time police officer, I mean, that's one of those things where there's just not a whole lot of them out there.
It's tough business,
It is.
especially when your full-time job asks a lot of you.
Right.
People are working a little overtime now, so it's hard.
Now,
to split your
the
time.
two officers that in the academy right now are saying to me that they would be, one of them works at CCNO, not having, it's not quite what he expected, and he wants to work, whether it's part-time, getting, multiple shifts with us. He's willing to drop what he's doing out at CCNO in order to, fulfill an obligation to us. Same thing with the other cadet that's in the academy right now. He's actually a stay-at-home dad, and his wife kind of takes care of everything, and he's willing to put in a lot of hours. So we got, just with these two, coming on, I think, honestly, we'd be in great shape. But I just don't want to be in good shape for a few months. I want to bolster, this roster and get 10 or 12 good part-time officers that truly only want to work, 2 shifts or maybe 3 shifts a month. But we just can't find them at this point.
Those two local?
Yeah. One of them's Defiance, the other one is in Napoleon. So, we'll always have Steve Mendez. Thank God for saying.
Thank goodness, yeah, no doubt.
Mine.
Thank God.
But there again, Steve's working 7 days a week. 5 days a week at GM, and when he wants not necessarily a weekend, because he never asked for an entire weekend off, maybe a Friday night one time out of the month, maybe a Saturday night the other, and that's it. Other than that, that guy's working 30, 28, 29 days a week. So, but that's where we're at.
So that's something that Chief and I can sit down with, and you guys are more than welcome. We'll get together and have a little chat and see if there's something that we can come up with as a group. Not something we have to come up with right now tonight. Do we need to get on it? Absolutely. But it's one that after our meeting, we can sit down and say, let's see if we can put our heads together.
Curious, is that because there's not as many coming out of the academy, or?
Yeah, this academy right now, they only started with 12, and they're graduating 8
Okay.
out of this year's
I just-
academy. Whereas, I think when Jordan went through, I think they started with like 26 or 27, graduated like 18, somewhere around there.
Yeah, they usually have the teen, they graduate anywhere from 15
So these
to
towns,
20.
these towns can't keep up.
Yeah.
And there's been a few people hiring, like Montpelier, they're looking 3 people.
Montpelier and Bryan.
Bryan's
I mean,
hiring.
we lost 2 really good part-time officers to Bryan.
Yeah, yeah, so, there are places out there hiring full-time, and that does take away from that part-time.
And just like Ben, Ben was number 3 on the list for Oregon. And his desire is to be in the Toledo area. He lives there now, and I don't see Ben being here that long. 6 months at the most. But just like I was saying up front, we're gonna get out of it what we can and give him everything that he needs, to be a better full-time officer. So that's kind of where we're at this point. So yeah, we can talk about that. Doesn't make me any difference if you want to do it tonight, whenever. If you want to schedule something, I'm okay.
Yeah, we can sit down and schedule something with you. Let's go through the other and then we'll make those arrangements.
So nothing that I didn't go over already as far as, and I would have put Randy's resignation on there, but I just found out today. So this was obviously made up on Thursday in order to, for these packages to get sent out on Friday. 52 reports since our last meeting, and 14 traffic warnings, 1 citation, with two adult arrests. I've been hitting the ordinance violations pretty hard. We got some pretty good results out of our mowing service guy. I mean, pretty much the day that they were ready to mow, he was like, yeah, if I'm available, I'll swing through and mow him, and he was. And so yeah, I'm really satisfied with his work. He's doing a really good job. So, but yeah, we'll continue to hit the ordinance violations. I guess I won't have to worry about the Road Street address anymore. So, Brooke.
We have a parking lot.
Yeah. I'm hoping. I got card games.
There's gonna be a small addition fee to park.
Yeah. It's all right, it's small. You can all get in on it, I don't care.
Okay, any other questions for Chief Slusher?
For me.
My neighbors keep cutting their toes off, so.
Okay, thanks, Chief.
All right. Next
is going to lead us into the village officials, which is going to go into executive session. Looking for 2, there's an additional one here as far as a reason for possible litigation. There's one of them which will take a very short period, and then the other one would be executive session for possible land acquisition. For that one, Chief Slusher and Administrator Allen, you guys are more than welcome to say, it's not a requirement, but as well as Beth, that is one, you're very familiar with this that we're going to talk about. And then obviously, Solicitor, you're welcome as well.
Well, she needs to be in there for possible litigation, you can't go in without.
I know. I was hoping that she was going to be there for that. As far as for our guest hearing, there's something coming out after this, and with the paper as well, there's not going to be a decision or anything after that. So I will need a motion for executive session of possible litigation and the possible land acquisition.
See you, Terry.
Thanks, sir. Sir, motion? To go into executive?
Motion that we go into executive session to discuss possible land acquisition and possible litigation.
Okay, and is there a second?
Second.
And roll call.
Everybody all right?
Yeah.
Makes it easier.
Katie, if you can make it over here,
Oh.
you know, you can.
Nobody's scared.
Might as well take a comfy chair.
That's fine.
Are we in?
Yep, we're in.
Okay. Need a motion to come out of executive session.
I make a motion, we go ahead. Come out of executive session.
I second it.
Okay, roll call.
Tompkins,
Yes.
Armstrong,
Yeah.
Overland,
Yes.
Blevins,
Yes.
Frisbee.
Yes.
That brings us to other, item number 13, starting on this side of my table. Okay, thank you.
I have nothing.
Okay. Right.
Yes, I have one thing, it's early, but we had a meeting, a few people at the fire department, and we are now looking at a summer fest, which will be one day only, August 26th.
Okay.
And as more info comes in on that, me or Bob will keep you updated on that.
Next meeting?
We're gonna do another meeting, I can't remember what it was,
23rd, actually.
I didn't write it down that night.
I did.
So anybody wants to come, May 3rd at the fire department at 7.
I think it's the 23rd, let me double check.
We just want input, if anybody wants to come and some ideas or whatever. But,
I'll send Jordan.
we had a good turnout. We had probably 15 people there. It's a good thing. I think that community is coming back. People get involved.
I'm trying.
I think it's the 23rd at 7 o'clock. I do know the parade's gonna be at, 10 o'clock, or 11 o'clock, line up at 10.
Thought they were 2 o'clock.
Can you move it?
We'll give you, or somebody will give the update, but the next meeting for the Summerfest is the 23rd at 7 PM, correct? And that is at the fire hall.
No, the fire hall.
Lots of good input from the group from before.
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you.
Not at this time.
Okay. Alan?
I have nothing else.
Okay. Beth?
I did get the scholarship for treasurer's training
Woo-hoo.
in June.
Nice.
Good
I
job.
got that letter today.
Good. Congratulations. Okay.
I got another thing, Mr. Mayor, I just got a question. Where are we at on getting the restroom remodeled?
I did get a call today from Fogelmeyer Engineering asking, well, did they start? And I said, no, Siebenauer, he hasn't started yet. We signed off,
Tonight.
our solicitor signed off, the commissioners signed off. The last I knew, Siebenauer was possibly waiting for a state permit. And that's the holdup. But my understanding, I mean, they wanna get on it anytime, it's just they think there's a permit issue going on.
And your backhoe's coming when?
The end of May, not a specific date, but the end of May.
Chief Slusher?
Just when can we get together? Can we make a
Yes.
date and time? maybe? I mean, I'd like to try to figure something out soon, maybe even try to do it this week. I'm also working on Saturday, so we can do it Saturday during the day as well, if you don't have anything going on Saturday.
Baby shower on Saturday, I'm not invited to.
I'll keep you busy.
I'm okay if you and I wanna meet on Saturday, or if others wanna meet on Saturday. I am gonna be out. Definitely from about 11 on Friday. Monday I'm more open. I am up at the school for 2 different periods to speak to the government class. And I'm open in between those, so there's any time just about on Monday, except for about a 2 hour or an hour block in the morning and afternoon. If you wanted to do it then, or we could go further, or before that.
Yeah.
Is anyone else interested in sitting down with Chief and kind of brainstorming a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you be available on Monday? Okay. Either way.
I trust
Okay, we'll get together on an exact time on that.
Back up on that, Mr. Mayor, I got Monday off, I forgot, so maybe if I got free
Okay.
time.
We'll get together and then we'll
just let
have
me
it
know.
published then, when we'll get together.
Sounds good.
I mean,
Okay. And then, Katie, solicitor, do you have anything for us?
Nothing.
All right, how about I have nothing as well,
Other
well,
than
I
fix the
do.
back stuff.
Yeah.
As a as a reminder, and it was, I've heard it said in the last few days, know that the elections are coming up. For the fall elections, there are 4 seats. I'm not saying one way or the other. However, if you all have interest, or anyone out there in the community that has interest, go through, look at those deadlines of when you need petitions in. Definitely support. It's one of those, Stryker is small, so it seems like it's always a small group that are doing something. If you're looking at making a difference, feel free, put your name out there. It's a good thing. It's a noble service that you guys are doing, and I would encourage anyone to do that. The other item is, you said when is the all-day trash? Or the
May 13th.
May 13th?
Saturday morning.
And then what about this coming Saturday? What about where are we at with the grass clipping thingy-ma-job?
It's out there.
Compost.
It's being used.
Compost dump.
Oh, you mean I drove past it?
Yeah.
Yes, right there.
It's got
It's
signs
being
up and
used.
everything.
So we have a place back there for, yeah, pretty observant tonight, for yard waste back there.
It's being used, you hear people have stuff.
It was posted on,
Social media?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, if no one has any last minute thing, is there a motion to adjourn?
A motion to adjourn this meeting.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Everybody okay with this?
Okay.
Oh, you're
We're all
doing
good.
it?
We're all good.
Thank you. Good.
Okay, camera. All right, thanks, everyone.
Thank you.